2020 and you came to fuck it up? Well,
21.
It's 2021 and we came to fuck it up. What's up, Yo, guys,
bro.
skit. What it is, y'all? Y'all heard what I said. Sports and Entertainment Podcast. D here with Chant the General and Swish. We in the building. Happy New Year, y'all. It's 2021 on a big and better things. Y'all already know what it is. We here. We gonna go through a whole lot of football.
A lot of football.
And we're going to start it off by giving a congratulations to the young boy, the wide receiver, the Heisman winning wide receiver out of Alabama, Devontae Smith. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Winning that Heisman trophy.
Yes, sir.
First wide receiver.
You right there. You right there. Y'all see him.
Yes, sir.
Y'all see him.
First wide receiver since 1991, Michigan's Desmond Howard to win the Heisman Award as a wide receiver. Over 3 quarterbacks this year, too. Congratulations to him. But we're going to keep it going. The college football playoff. We had number 1 Alabama going up against number 4, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, and Alabama whipped their ass, as was suspected.
Over the lap.
Alabama was hitting on all cylinders. Mac Jones over 80% passing, 300 yards for a touchdown. Najee Harris doing a smooth $125 on 15 carries. Heisman winning Devontae Smith, $130, 3 touchdowns. The defense was just all over them. Ian Book, there was nothing they can do. Alabama cruised to another national championship game. Then we also had number 2 Clemson going up against the Ohio State University, number 3. And a lot of people were suspecting Clemson to really dig up in the Ohio State, myself included. But the Ohio State actually whipped on Clemson. And they won 49-28. Justin Fields was fucking bananas. Boy had almost 400 yards, 6 touchdowns. The boy Trey Sermon, just coming off of 331 last week, had another almost 200 and a touchdown. Trevor Lawrence had about 400 yards, but that OSU run defense was real stout. It was tough. Running game couldn't do nothing, including Trevor Lawrence. The Ohio State going to the national championship, number 3 versus number 1 Alabama, January 11th. What do you got in that?
As much as this pain, because you know, like the Gators, I think Alabama might win this one.
You heard him? He said he liked the Gators. And I'm an OU fan, and we also whipped their ass in our bowl game. Number 6, OU, Sooner Nation.
It's going to be a close game.
I think it's going to be a close game. I'm picking the Ohio State with the upset. I think Justin Fields going to keep the hot game going.
Got a score?
I'm an Alabama hater, so I'm picking the Ohio State to win 40-33. It's going to go down to the wire.
I'm going to say... What did you say? You said 40-33?
33. 40-33.
40-33. I'm going to say... I'm going to up it a little bit. I'm going to say 47-44.
47? Oh my goodness. Well, who? Alabama? Okay. We're going to see this week. January 11th. Y'all tune in.
Wildcard weekend.
The league adds a playoff team in each conference.
Meaningful football games late into December.
Keep baby. Keep believing. We're going to take all left and dominate our opponents.
I've been in my bag and trying to take it all the way.
I can't believe it. DeAndre Hopkins caught it. Fire them cannons.
We got the bro Talp. He live. He in the building. With the new NFL playoff format, there's only 1 bye now for the number 1 seed, but there are now 7 playoff teams instead of 6. This week we have a double triple header. 3 games on Saturday, 3 games on Sunday. The lowest remaining seed will play the number 1 bye. In the AFC, the defending champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. In the NFC, and the Green Bay Packers.
But yes.
But we're going to start it off with the Saturday matchup. Starting it off on Saturday. The number 2 seed in the AFC, the Buffalo Bills, winning their division for the first time since '95. Looking good with the MVP candidate Josh Allen, which I didn't believe at first. Shout out to Darn, a.k.a. They Don't Want None, because the boy called it early. They're going up against the number 7 seed, Darn's boys. They Don't Want None, the Indianapolis Colts. I think this is going to be a good-ass game. How y'all feel about this?
I think the Bills gonna win.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. I'm gonna go with
This one interesting.
because the boy Diggs is a
Shout out to
Yeah.
Diggs. Diggs had 127 catches this year,
it.
1,500 yards.
the boy,
Speaking of Diggs, a lot of people, there was a lot of critics, you know, the Bills, they gave up 4 draft picks. A first, a fifth, a sixth, and a fourth the next year to get Diggs, and the boys led the league in catches.
And yards.
I was high on. You see why?
And you
Yeah.
seen the yards too?
Right at the
No,
Yeah.
it was him, Kelsey. Then I think it was DeAndre Hopkins. That was number 3.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's interesting to see the Bills be this good this year. Allen, he's on a roll.
I definitely didn't. This
Yeah.
gonna be another
As far as the Colts, I mean, it's interesting that they bounce back so fast. You know, Andrew Luck retired on him out of nowhere after one season coming back from an injury. They had a couple false coach signings. Josh McDaniels told him he was going to sign and then he didn't. They signed Phillip Rivers for $25 million in his 17th year. And they in the playoff, a tough playoff game.
All that money going to all them damn kids he got.
Oof. We got 7 of them, 8,
Too damn many.
9. Shit. God damn. Well, anyway,
That's the guy there.
both of these boys, they got some good defenses.
Oh, you know, Darren favorite team, the Colts, going against his Bills. You know he going with the Colts. Sorry about the Bills, Eli. I'm also going with the Bills. I'm gonna have to go with the Bills just because of the fact they've been hot in that hard. Surprised the Colts win. Just because, I mean, I don't really trust the Bills like that yet until they really do something to playoffs.
Okay. We are going with the Bills over here too. We got Jared Hughes over there, Davis White over there on the Bills, Dustin Poirier. You also got DeForest Buckner, Darius Leonard, possible defensive player of the year, Kenny Moore over there. I mean, it's going to be a good game, but I still think it's going to be high scoring, 31-27. I think Bills pull it out though. Colts going to try to keep it close, but I don't think they're going to have enough side
35-23 Bills.
Okay. We all agree. Bills going on. The next game. Number 6 Rams at number 3 Seahawks. Whew. Seahawks end up winning the division. But Rams did clinch a playoff spot. These are division rivals. We know about the Rams defense. We know about Aaron Donald. We know what they can do on that side. What's going on with the offense? McVay said he's not going to relay who's going to start on Saturday until we don't know if Goff's thumb's good. Wolford, he had a decent game, but I don't know. He's really they're gonna have to come up with a good game plan. Either way, no matter who's quarterback, and they're gonna have to manage the ball because if they can find the right seam on this historically bad Seahawks defense, because these boys is nasty, and the way Russell been playing down the stretch, depending on who plays. If Goff plays and Goff can play like Goff, I'll go with the upset. But if Wolford's in there, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with Wolford, he proved that he could do a little something last week. If Wolford starts, I think Seahawks sneak by like some 17-14 shit. All right. So before you answer, we said if Goff play, even though he be fucking up, he be fucking up. We think the Rams will pull out the upset.
I think
But,
I want the Rams to win, but I think the Seahawks going to win.
Damn.
When
Right.
this helps, because I told Darren was going to win. They going to fucking win.
I think it's going to be 23-17 Rams.
That's what I think. I think if Goff plays, Rams get the upset.
well, I would expect him to play since it's the playoffs.
I mean, I expect the Giannis to play.
I'm about to say the same shit.
That's what
I already say the same shit.
I'm gonna say the Seahawks. I'm gonna go 27-21.
27-21 Seahawks.
All right. To finish it off, Saturday night,
Ooh.
as Tuck would call them, the Tampa Bay Gronkaneers are coming to FedEx Field to take on the Washington football team, who won their division 7-9. 7-9. Led by a strong defense of 4 first-round picks on the defensive line, including Chase Young and Montez Sweat.
So Sean talking that shit too. He said he want Tom Brady.
Defense look good, but the offense, ooh, Alex Smith, it don't matter. I don't think the Washington football team can really handle the Bucs, and the Bucs cannot lose this game. This is the most guaranteed victory out of all 6 games this week. Like the firepower of the defense, Devin Wright, Shaq Barrett, and Ndamukong Suh,
Well, definitely not
JPP. It's okay.
But they still got a lot.
Defense is still
Shaq
sharp.
Barrett, Ndamukong Suh.
That's it. JPP. I mean, they still stack. And then let's not forget the
They got a couple.
let's not forget the offense. God damn it, Thomas Brady,
Tomas.
AB,
Is this really what?
Christopher Godwin,
Is
Michael
this really
Evans,
is this really what Chase Young wanted?
the Gronkmeisters over there. Shit, Cameron Brake come out of nowhere. Leonard Fournette out of the LXU Tigers. They got Rojo. I mean, they can go anywhere they want with this ball.
Buccaneers against my boys, the Washington football team. As much as I like the Washington football team, they're not beating Tom Brady and the Buccaneers.
That's what we said. They probably try to keep it close because they got good defense. But I said it's going to be one of them late scores with like 4 minutes left to get a nice 2-score lead, and that shit going to be over. All right. Oh, if they allow this Washington team defense to really fuck them up and get the upset, they deserve to lose. And I feel like this diminishes Brady's legacy, losing in the first round of the wild card after making it with this nice ass squad he got that he stacked up like Kawhi on the Clippers last year. But I picked the Bucks. I think they went 27-13. I think solid score.
Chase Young, they say be careful what you wish for. He ain't really wish for him when he had for Brady, but
He said, "I want some."
I think the Bucks gonna fuck them up. Like 38 to 12, 38 to 15, some shit. I don't think they.
I'm gonna go more.
I don't got them scoring no more than 2 touchdowns.
Especially considering like how they snuck in basically with a 7-9 record.
Exactly.
I think it's gonna be about 35-20.
But you know how Sunday gonna start.
Ooh.
This is the second Sunday of 2021, and this might be the most pivotal and important Sunday
This should have been the Sunday
of the year
This should have been the Sunday
for
race.
Baltimore Ravens fans, because it's your Baltimore Ravens
Lamar
and
Jackson.
big trust.
Big trust.
Lamar Jackson. This is a revenge game from last year's playoffs against King Henry, the 2-time defending Russian champions, the 8th player in history to get 2,000 yards.
King Henry.
The first player since the 60s to lead the league in rushing yards, rushing touchdowns. Titans got a little bit of a flawed D. They like to let niggas score a lot of points.
Yeah. But their offense be keeping up.
The offense is a little stout. I feel like the Ravens need to get a lot of pressure on Tanny. Work that offensive line early. Work that offensive line, get them razzled. Get them off their rocket so Henry can't get going early. And the big key to X Factor is the fucking run. There's no doubt. Once again, for another year, best rush and attack in the whole entire NFL. If they get the rush and attack going, it'll open up them play action passes for L-Jacks. And not to mention them 40, 50-yard fucking runs. I think as long as the run game's working, Baltimore wins this game 27-20. I still think Derrick Henry gets at least $120
In the first half.
but I also think Lamar Jackson gets over 100 yards in this game. Easy. He gets over 100 yards easy. I just don't think.
This game can go.
I do not think the Titans can stop the play action pass. They cannot. They've allowed too many points this year. And I just think that the run's going to start the play action. This is the revenge game. Lamar, do you think Lamar been waiting for this like the Ravens fans are waiting for this? He been waiting. The Titans at that? I think he shows off. I just hope he has enough offensive support to help him show off. But I mean, he's only going to be as good as his teammates. We know how good he is. But
Let's say the Titans. I think it's going to be 21-17. I think it's going to be a low score game. Too heavy running attacks. I think it's going to be a lot of milk into the clock.
This is the most tough one for me. I'm going to go with the Ravens on this just because of the fact that the Ravens are on the road. I think if the Ravens was at home, I think the Titans.
Yo, bro. You a smart nigga.
Ravens? Okay.
You a smart nigga.
All right.
Tell you know I gotta be the oddball, bro.
I mean, the Titans win just because of Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that'd be the only way they win. He picked the Titans, but me and Switch, We picked the Ravens.
Just getting that revenge.
Well, let's take it back to week 11 when we played the Titans, and they won 30-24 in overtime. So this is more than a revenge game. These niggas already beat us twice, 2 years straight. So
Wait, I know you take this person. I already know.
but we played over the playoffs last year. We tried to keep passing the ball. LJ put the shit on his back. But as you said, if we run and we get the run going. We just ran for I think a total of over 400 rushing yards last Sunday.
Yeah, I was getting busy.
You feel me? So it's like if we keep running the ball.
That's why I said if y'all get going, then I know like y'all fuck around and win.
We can win the game. Like we was in a position to win the game last time. Fucking Ravens players didn't want to tackle. I think AJ Brown got a touchdown at the end of the game. Niggas ain't want to tackle. Then niggas didn't want to tackle fucking Derrick Henry when he broke that bitch in overtime. But if we tackle and try to contain Derrick Henry, I think we can win, say 30-23.
The key is to let LJax be LJ.
And if you're gonna pass the ball, receivers, please catch that motherfucker, please. Marquise Brown had 2 touchdowns last game.
Next game, the New Orleans Saints will host the number 7 seed Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears was able to sneak in here. Top 10 bid. This is only the 3rd playoff meeting for them in their existence. The last time they met, the Bears won with one of the greatest defenses in NFL history, led by Brian Urlacher, Lance Briggs, Charles Tillman. This defense was stout, but they were led by Rex Grossman, and they lost to the Indianapolis Colts in that Super Bowl in Miami. I think the Saints will win, but I'm not going to I'm gonna be surprised if the Bears pull it out because, like he said, they do have a top 10 defense. I feel like this game is going to be close all the way through, but I do think the Saints will pull it out. Probably something like 24-16.
So all the backs up there. So Tay Train.
They still saying Alvin Kamara still is optimistic. They haven't ruled him out, but they haven't said he will be available. So that's another thing.
Plays a big part. I'm gonna go to Bears. 27-24.
This might be Drew Brees' last game.
You think this is it?
I think he might retire after this. I think he might retire after this.
Brees is Christ.
After this postseason.
You know how I go next. Who wins? Saints and Bears. With and we don't even know who the hell running the ball again this week for the Saints.
Saints going.
You still think Saints got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Swish brought up an interesting thing. He said he think Brees will retire after the season. What you think about that?
Same. I told Darren in week 8 that Taysom Hill going to be the starting quarterback next season.
That's interesting.
This is his last season, yo.
The Saints could potentially win, but I think the Bears are going to win 28-25.
The main event of Wildcard Weekend. They just played last week. It's the number 3 seed, Pittsburgh Steelers, division winning, going up against their rivals, the Cleveland Browns, the number 6 seed. They just played last week. There was no Ben. Some of the starters didn't play. This still was a close game, even with Rudolph at the helm. You know how Baker Mayfield plays. He makes some dumb fucking mistakes sometimes. I feel like he's going to be ultimately the X factor. Surprisingly, the wide receivers for the Browns have shown up, even with OBJ going down. Jarvis Landry has stepped up. But I think Baker's the X factor. If Baker comes out and manages the game well, I feel like the Browns win this game. I'm not going to act like just because the Pittsburgh Steelers was 10, 11-0 for the whole season that they were legitimate. Oh my God, nobody can beat the Steelers.
Corvette.
they was able to sneak. They was able to sneak by, and their flaws started to prove as the season started to wind down. As they lost, 3 out of the last 5.
Yeah, they covered it with 12-4.
Well, yeah, it started to show. Well, they lost 4 out of the last 6. Then it really started to show. The Browns' defense is not bad, but Steelers has a pretty good defense too. I honestly feel like at this point of the season, the Cleveland Brown wide receivers court has been playing better than the Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver court. I bet Deontay Johnson. He's the only been really inconsistent one. He's had a couple of close games. Besides Chase Claypool and that 4 touchdown miracle bullshit, he's been really unreliable the whole fucking season. And
Bullshit.
I don't know what made Juju Smith-Schuster think he can just go start dancing on motherfuckers' logos. I don't know what accolades you got, but you got humbled, and we all seen that shit. But the likes of Rashad Higgins, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Jarvis Landry, those guys have stepped up in a big way as the OBJ, and they play right. They pull out the upset. High scoring game, 35-31. Cleveland.
I'm gonna use the same score, but I'm gonna say Pittsburgh.
31-25. Pittsburgh stays alive.
I don't think the Browns got. This is the Browns' first time being in the playoffs. They happy that they made it and all that shit.
Special teams coach calling the players this week.
But if Pittsburgh offense don't show up and Cleveland do what really they can do, because no bullshit, them niggas been playing better since OBJ got hurt.
Yeah, I thought I was
They been playing better since OBJ got hurt, so they can win this game though.
And the Browns gonna win.
Browns gonna win?
Browns gonna win.
Now, with you saying the Browns gonna win, with them being the lowest seed left, they gotta travel to the Chiefs. So, either way, whoever wins and go to Kansas City, do they pull off the upset on the defending champ?
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
I don't want to say that nobody can beat them, but it's tough for me to believe that somebody's going to stop them from scoring.
I'm going to tell y'all right now, the only team I think going to beat them are the Bills.
Bills fight that.
Only people with enough firepower. Guys, y'all heard this shit. This is our Wildcard preview. We'll be back with you next week with our review and our preview of the divisional round. This shit gonna be lit. Y'all heard what the fuck I said. Yeah. Hope you heard. Help, Swish, chat in general. These are the, y'all heard what I said, sports. Fuckers, y'all heard what I said. Come on, yo.
God damn.
What you gonna do when the money call? Brad Pitt with a bitch, money ball. Trade the whole squad off a conference call. Dummies always told me get the dummies off. Phone going on, money call the boss. Get the work from the plug and I'm running off. Catch me if you can, I'm the gingerbread man. Goddamn guts, go get the gun and off. Had a little white and I turned us off. Live my best life and I took a loss. They be hating cause the fat boy got turned us off. Gotta go through some shit before you come aboard. Snake spotting on a nigga tryna out a thug. Plate watching niggas chasing clout for a buzz. Fake popping niggas tryna out for the look.